Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Get Pitched, sponsored by Trellus AI, the show where SDRs pitch their mystery prospects, overturn objections, and win prizes. I'm your host, Dom Odeguardi. The game is simple. 3 brave SDRs, 1 mystery prospect. Each SDR will take a stab at cold calling our prospect and pitching their solution. The only catch is they only have a minute flat to book a meeting or get hung up on. Our mystery prospect is free to give any objections they desire, cut the call short, or if compelled to, book a meeting. After each pitch, our mystery prospect and I will break down their calls, provide some feedback. Once all 3 have gone, we'll crown a winner and give them some cool prizes to take home. Now, without further ado, let's meet our lucky SDRs. All right, welcome Jack, Ethan, and Chris. Guys, why don't you take a second here to introduce yourselves to the audience. Let them know where you're calling in from today.
I'm Jack Dean. I'm calling in from Toronto. I've been an SDR at Trend Hunter now for 6 months. Looking to crush this cold call today.
Nice. My name is Ethan. I'm calling in from Denver, Colorado. I'm an enterprise BDR at Contemptful. Been here about coming up on the year mark. So yeah, just looking forward to seeing what objections I get thrown today.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Yeah, my name is Chris Rizzo, enterprise SDR for a little over a year now. Really excited to be here. Worked with Dom in the past, so good to see his face here again.
That's right. Awesome. So happy to see you guys here today and welcome to the show. Now it's time to meet our mystery prospect. Drum roll, please. I'd like everyone to give a warm welcome to Eric Ianello. Eric,
one of these days you're going to say it right.
Is it not right? Is it not right?
It's Ianello. Everybody says
Ianello.
It's all good. I'd just like to give you a little hard time.
How
are you
what?
guys doing?
Welcome, Eric Ianello.
How's it going,
How
Eric?
you guys know what I'm doing? Good to see you guys. I'm ready for
You
this.
too.
Let's do it, guys. Awesome. So welcome to the show, Eric. For those of you watching, Eric is actually a sales development pro who spent half a decade as player and coach, helping teams scale while supporting reps looking to be in that top 1%. Eric, thank you again for being here today. Question for you. Are you ready to get pitched?
Man, I haven't brushed my hair for this, so let's get it going.
Let's do it. Let's get started. But first, let's spin the wheel of destiny and pick our first cold caller. All right, we'll give this a quick spin, and let's see who's up first. Looks like Christopher Rizzo. You are up first, my friend. Congratulations.
Excited.
All right. So, Chris, I'm going to give you a quick 5-second timer. Once that timer countdown is up, you'll have 1 minute to pitch Eric cold call style or get hung up on. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Dude,
Hey, Eric.
Hey, who is this?
Hey, Eric. This is Chris from Cognism. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. I can definitely appreciate I'm kind of interrupting you right before the holidays. Wonder if I could just have a couple seconds to explain why.
Yeah, go for it.
Awesome, Eric. Really appreciate that. So I did see you were a sales leader over at your company. I was wondering if you guys are prioritizing mobile numbers in your outreach. My company, Cognism, is actually a sales intelligence platform. We've been providing mobile numbers to sales leaders like yourself, provide validated and refreshed contact data on top of that. Are you familiar with Zoom Info at all?
Yeah, we actually use them.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so we're actually a direct competitor to Zoom Info, but as I said, we actually have 2 times more mobile numbers than any other provider out there. That's actually how we're having this conversation here right now, Ethan. I was able to pull up the Cognism extension, get your mobile number, and have a conversation here. Just curious, have you have your reps prioritizing mobile numbers at all?
Sure, that's our number 1 outsource.
The timer.
It's tough.
That's tough. That is tough.
It's definitely tough.
That's tough.
All right. Congratulations, though, Rizzo. You were the first one up. How did it go?
I kind of lost track of the time there. I mean, I realized that my pitch is a little long. I looked up and I was halfway done. I mean, yeah, I'm going to have to touch on that, I think.
Could be. Eric, what did you think?
He was good. He talked a lot, asked a little, which I would have done a little differently. He brought up a competitor right off the bat, which, again, I would have done a little differently. But all around, he sounded... what is the word? Definitely refined in his space. So, yeah, all around good compliments.
Yeah. One thing I do want to mention, Chris, I love your tonality. It's something that I've always loved, even when we used to work together. You're great on that. I don't know, Eric, if you have any strong opinions there, but I think tonality is a big part of it.
Tonality is 99% of the battle. I think EQ is probably the biggest thing that people lack in our space. Let's call it, for the cold calling aspect of it. Business acumen is just right behind it. So tackling those two right off the bat, dude, you're going to be in the 1% right off the tap. So no, good for you. And the confidence is what got me. I was like, oh, this guy knows what he's saying. Not only just what he's selling, but what he's saying. So that confidence definitely read.
Appreciate that, Eric.
Awesome. All right, we got one down, two more to go. Let's spin the wheel again, and let's see who's going to be up next. All right, let's get this thing an old spin. And it looks like it's going to be Jack. You are up next, my friend. Congratulations. Awesome.
The guy who has the rest of my hair. All right, let's do this.
I stole it while you weren't looking.
You should probably donate some after this show. All right, guys.
Come on, man.
So, you know the deal. Jack, I'm going to give you a quick 5-second countdown. Once the 5 seconds are up, you'll be thrown into a conversation with Eric.
Sweet.
Eric, feel free to be as nice as you want to be or to be as mean as you want to be.
I'm neutral. I'll keep it even between everybody. I'm going to play it fair.
Love it. All right, guys, starting now.
Hey, Eric, this is Jack Dean calling from Trend Hunter. How are you doing today?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. I'm going to be honest with you and up front. This is a cold call. Do you want to roll the dice today?
Sure, man. I'm a gambling man. Let's see what you got.
Why not? All right. So awesome. I'll start with a 10-second kind of high-level overview of us to give you an idea of who we are. So Trend Hunter is the global leader in trend spotting and innovation acceleration. So we help you spot, analyze, and then act on emerging trends to stay ahead in your industry. And this allows you to seize unique opportunities and avoid potential threats faster than your competitors can. So just out of curiosity, how are you planning to stay ahead of the competition and inspire innovation heading into 2024?
We have a lot of things jumbling. To be honest with you, that's not really in my direct purview. But yeah, where exactly are you seeing my person kind of fit with Trend Hunter?
Well, I saw you worked in innovation and product, and a big part of that role is.
I mean, it's tough, man. Tough.
That's tough.
It is tough.
You can't even get the question out. One objection, and it's over.
It's tough. But honestly, bravo to you, Jack. You made the
Thanks,
best
man.
out of it. Eric, what did you think?
No, man, solid. Again, confidence, man. These two, I should say. I shouldn't speak for the third, but these two, man, just confidence breeds, and I love it. It's infatuating. It's curious. It entices curiosity of like, what are we actually doing here? Yeah. PBOs, whether you like them or not. I mean, some work, some don't. So, hey, man, kudos to you to taking that and being a little bit upfront. But yeah, I mean, I think if I may give one adjustment, instead of pitching what Trend Hunter does, ask them at the front, hey, does Trend Hunter ring a bell? Have you heard of us?
Yeah.
And let them kind of pave the way, because that could save you that 10 seconds and just get right to that prop value right afterwards. That, why is it relevant? So I tend to do that, especially for lesser known brands when we don't have the Cognizant or Zoom Info name. It's just like, hey, have you heard of us? Like, actually, cool. So you're familiar with, and the reason why I'm reaching out to.
Totally.
But, totally my perspective.
Yeah.
I would agree 100% there. I mean, if you can try to get them engaged in the conversation as soon as possible and just get them start talking, start blabbing to you, then you got something going there, right? And they'll just talk to you the entire time. But also,
this is engagement too.
That's absolutely right. Awesome. So we got two down, guys. One more left. We're not going to spin the wheel because we know who our last SDR here is. Ethan, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Awesome. Let's get into it. Countdown starting now.
Hey, Eric. This is just Ethan with Contemptful. How's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
Hey, good, man. No, so I'm calling you out the blue here. You mind if I share where I'm calling real quick? And then if it's just not relevant, you can hang up on me.
Sure. You got a couple.
Awesome. Just like make sure I can be relevant off the bat. This might seem weird, but do you know what the difference is between a legacy and a headless content management system?
I do.
Okay, that's good. I saw that you guys were running like a legacy CMS on your website right now. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, I'm not sure if this is sort of like in your purview at the moment, but you know how like a lot of the times, let's say you have to create a landing page or you got to edit like a simple piece of content on your website. Typically, it's the marketers sort of leaving that task to developers.
Yeah, it sounds actually very familiar.
Yeah, well, sort of, we help companies like that sort of put the power of content back in marketing's hands. Would you be curious to sort of explore what that looks like? All right, try to get it in 1 minute. That was tough.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
That's very tough. It's very
That's
tough.
good.
I think
That's
you
good.
did a great job, though, Ethan. How did it
thanks, man.
feel?
It felt good. 1 minute, it comes up quick. You realize how nice your prospects are to you on the phone, longer than 3 back and forths.
Absolutely. Eric, what'd you think here?
I'm curious, man. Is that your actual, like, your go-to cold call? I don't want to call it a script, but like, is that how you actually handle it, or is that refined to this minute pitch?
I feel like that's kind of refined to the minute. Usually it's more go with the flow, but like I usually have some sort of like qualifying, this isn't a gotcha question, and then like a little pitch. Does this resonate?
The only reason I ask is I loved it, man.
Oh, cool.
Dude, it was solid right at the bat. I'm not a, I wouldn't know the difference between the two, but yet you got me interested to keep on answering these small snippet questions. So that's why I asked if that's your actual flow, because, dude, kudos to you from the bat. Easy question, qualifying question, engaging question, and then probably open-ended to just keep the conversation going is how I foresaw it. But needless to say, I loved it.
That's ideally how it should go. That's how it should go.
In a pitch, yeah, exactly. Pitch perfect. No, sorry.
That's why it's 1 minute flat, because typically cold calls, if you can pitch somebody and get them interested in the first 45 seconds, why not go for the meeting? Because that's actually what I was going to say, Ethan. I thought you were teed up perfectly there at like the 5-second mark to just say, hey, I know I'm catching out of the blue here. Do you have maybe 15, 20 minutes? We can get together later tomorrow, and then we can talk a bit more about this.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, tried to squeeze that in there right at the very end.
It's tough, man. It's tough. But either way, congratulations, guys. All right, so now comes the final part and the best part. Eric, as much as I'd actually like to pick the winner here, it's only fair that you give the final say. You've received 3 wonderful cold calls today. Who's going to take the crown?
Man, I don't know. I think they all deserve a little bit, because obviously as we're adjusting, everyone gets that like shock value of, oh crap, a minute. Yeah. And it's tough to do, man. It's tough to do. So, naturally speaking, with the way that I flow and the curiosity, the forcing engagement, captivating questions, I would have to give it to Ethan. However, confidence to Chris, Jack, for being able to kind of play off of my reception and my EQ. So each one of you guys brought in some awesome tenacity, but Ethan, man, that was captivating from the top.
Appreciate it, Eric. Yep. Shout out to these guys. They didn't know they only had a minute. Honestly, I got the secret sauce, but I know that it was just going to be a sweet land for a meeting for both of these guys if they had an extra 20 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we should run it back then. What do you guys think? No, but all seriousness, Ethan, great job. Jack, Chris, you guys too. I mean, did a phenomenal job here. Congratulations, Ethan. You're going to be going home with a $50 Amazon gift card. But Jack, Chris, don't worry. You're not leaving empty-handed. We'll be sending you both home with some sweet Trellus merch. To be more specific, you'll be getting a jet black Trellus hat. So that should be nice. But yeah, guys, it's been an absolute blast having you here. Thank you all for being part of our first ever episode of Get Pitched. Thank you for everyone watching as well here. But the fun's not over yet. Eric and I are going to be doing a quick debrief and a quick interview to discuss his top strategies for SDR success and hear his story as well. So feel free to click on the video below to watch that. We'll see you there. Thanks again. Hey, if you enjoyed this episode and want to hop on to pitch our next mystery prospect, feel free to direct message me. And if you haven't checked out what we're doing here at Trellus yet, link below.